Okay, I have one of my best ideas yet. I call it Project Wasteland, worlds and worlds every step. Basically, I'm taking everything I've ever imagined in SLI as a child and putting it into one world of worlds every step. Really? You want me in... You're... Don't leave the door open. Oh, Mike. Clap your hands for Mike, everybody. Okay, so I'm gonna make everything I've ever imagined, archive it, draw it a bunch of times. It's one of my first ideas ever. Frosty the Polar Bear. Write a bio and archive it, basically. And I've designed this world. Here's a quick overview of it. Now this is Frost Island. That's the ice world. This part kind of connects everything. This is Magma Isles. It's kind of lava, but it's kind of nice though. Cloudy Arabia, because Saudi Arabia is copyrighted. And Reef City and Blot City. New worlds to come, because there's still 3 open slots. But basically, I'm going to tell you an abridged version of my story I thought of when I was 5. Frosty the Polar Bear. But first, some concept art. Sad face. Whoa face. Brr face. Happy face. Angry face. Roar. Sub-Zero. Jump. And that's just a side view. Okay. Frosty the Polar Bear was born 19 years... I'm not going to read the whole thing. Okay, he was born 19 years ago. Everything was all peaceful. It's an island of Douglia. And all the polar bears are happy, but then suddenly it gets invaded by an evil force called the Peppermint Men. I was 5. So basically, Frosty and the polar bears jump in a raft I call Pola's Ark. Clever. And then they go down the river. They almost die because of avalanches and big pointy rocks and such. But then a walrus saves them. Jab the walrus. Soon Jab and Frosty became great friends. Okay, so they go down the river for like a few days. It's a big river. Imagine it. Then it comes to an island because I don't get how that works. Maybe it spilled into the ocean. I don't know. But they're on this island, right? Then Frosty and all the other polar bears get kidnapped by native polar bears, and then don't just I got that. Don't do that. Interference again. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So they get captured, but right before they were thrown into the icy pit. A snowman, and I spell snowman with 2 N's at the end, because when I was 5, I did not spell snowman. I could have sworn it had 2 N's back when I was 5. Okay, so basically, he reminded the native polar bears of the prophecy, and that, like I said, see Frosty's face? And it looks just like the Frost Island. This isn't a top view, by the way, it's kind of like a side view. And he was the chosen one. His face looks like the island. How could you deny that? So basically, Frosty was to become emperor. And yeah. So the snowman, named Cube, the walrus, Jab, and Frosty were great friends. But then one day, a giant peppermint beast attacked the island, named Peppermint. What? Did you chuck a wristband at me if I was wearing that? Sorry. Okay, so Peppermintium. I think if I look in my sketchpad, yep, Peppermintium. So basically, they barely... Stop throwing stuff at me! They saved the island, and... Stop. My brother's throwing stuff at me when I'm trying to film. Well, anyways, they saved the island, and then the natives, and a lot of Frosty and friends celebrities. So but the attacks on the island grew more frequent. So basically, Frosty decided when he was 19, he would create a police force. And this police force grew from like 3 people to 15. Thusly, it was called the 15 Below. So practically through a long series of events, then there's a big attack, but then they save the island. Don't! Got my hair all perfect for that! There we go. Now, so, this police force had a lot of wintry animals, like polar bears, snowmen, walruses, Arctic terns. Don't do that! See what I live with? So basically, they saved the island. Yay! Well, anyways, the point of this video is there's still vacancy for animatronics in my world, so if you want an animatronic version of you in my world, world's every step, just comment in the comment section below. Okay, I'm just gonna say off with the theme of Project Wasteland. I call it My World, because it's the song His World, but I changed the word his to my. Clever. Starts with beatboxing, wait. Come on, I like to feel some rockin' and ready to go, cause I'm starting ready below. Got the dope sounds pumping on my stereo, yo. I can have fast but on show, going to get myself together. There's no time to rest, and if you put the time in, I'll put you to the test. I'm like a running man in my world, more is the lesson. If you want to test me, you best bring your best. Don't make me sell all out. Bring your best in this world, my world, where one is all. In this world, my world, never fear the fall. In this world, my world, where compromise does not exist. My world, world's every step, meet the risk. Okay, say peace, Mike. Say bye. You hit me with enough stuff, I'm thinking you could say bye. Mike! Give it a big hand for Mike, everybody.